So with my van, I've never had a roof rack on it. I've always had vans that are long wheelbase vans like this, so that all my pipe and everything can go inside. 9 times out of 10, I can fit everything into the back of the van. But as you can see, it's starting to fill up in there quite a lot. And if you look on the roof, I've got my tent box. A few of you will have seen on maybe a couple of videos last year, I went away. That basically folds out into a 2-man tent. Pull the cover off, pull the ladder out the side, and it flips up over, and it's a 2-man tent that sticks up off the top. Of course, it's orange and black. However, I've got some jobs coming up soon, and I'm going to need ladders, and I'm going to need to carry quite a bit of stuff that's probably not going to fit in my van with the racking and stuff like that. So I've been umming around about getting a roof rack for a while. I spoke to the people at Vanguard, and they have sent me out the long wheelbase full Ulti-rack plus for my van, and a pipe tubes as well in here. So what I'm going to do is get this onto my van, but as you can see, to start with, we've got to get this off, because I'm sure we've got to take these off as well, because I'm sure the Vanguard rack sits right into these 4 fixing points on the van. So before it rains, I'm going to get that off, get the roof cleaned up. It's then ready for the Vanguard roof rack to be put on. And before I go, I must say big thanks, as always, to Dave King, because he's let me have it delivered into Warwick Plumbers. I have so much stuff delivered into Plumbers, but to be fair, having that lot delivered to my house would be an absolute nightmare, because no one's going to be in, whereas Dave's always here. Oh, I'll say that, but he's just about to go. So I've got the brackets off the tent box. That's completely loose now. As you can see, it'll lift up. So what Dave's going to do, without trying to wreck my van, is get the forks under it, just lift it off in one piece, then we can get the rails off. There we go, tent box, roof rack off the van. Looks dead strange like that. I haven't seen it like that, bare van, for ages. Right, I think it's going to rain, so what I'm going to do is get the van cleaned, get the roof cleaned, and then we're going to come back tomorrow and get that roof rack on. Right then, following day, as you can see, continuity error, different t-shirt, but we have got the Vanguard roof rack ready to go on the van. I assume this is going to be the main pack, and these are the rails. So let's get these unpacked, opened out, laid out, a bit like a shower screen, laid out, and we can see exactly what we've got to get this on top of there. So I've got it all laid out. That is obviously the end bars, or the side bars, that are going to run the length of the van. These are the bits that are going to sit on the middle, all the brackets here. Again, middle bits with the roller at the back and the brackets there. So what I'm going to do now is just go through the instructions. It also comes with an installation guide, so you can scan that, watch a video on YouTube how to put it together. But just quickly, I'm going to go through that, make sure we've got everything, lay it all out, and then begin making up the bars and the rails. So I've started building this up now, and what it comes with, I think I've already said, is the scan code. I've got YouTube running here to show me how to make this roof rack up, and to be fair, it's really straightforward. They've done it really well. So I'm going to crack on and get the rest of it made up so it looks more like a roof rack ready to go on the van. Right, we're about an hour in. We've now got the brackets bolted on top of the van. We've got these rails set up ready. I've been following YouTube. There is a lot of stuff, but to be fair, if you follow their instructions on YouTube with that link, it is pretty self-explanatory. It's just about taking each little step one at a time and doing what you need to do. So we've got these rails made up now, we've got the brackets. I'm going to get these now put on the top, and then hopefully we can begin getting these side bars on. Right, we're making some headway now. We've got the side bars on. I've got this side in, haven't bolted it in yet, and I've got the other side there ready to be put on. And then once they're on, we just bolt them up on these little bits here, and then that will be the side panels on. And then I think, from looking at what we've got here, we've got 3 crossbars left to go on, so we'll make them up and get them on as well. And then what we can do with this is move it slightly forward, slightly back to get it perfect, because we've got the rollers going on that far end. So I've now got these 3 separate bars. There was this one, and this one, and it gives you the measurements from the instructions from the back of this point to the back of there. So that's 350, I think that's 350, and that one, because it's spanning right to the front, It's about 410, 415, I think. So now we're going to tighten everything up and get this bolted all into position now, because at the minute all of the bolts are just sort of finger tight. So we'll go around now and get it completely bolted up. So now with the whole roof rack on, I'm just going around now putting the little caps over the covers, and it's also got these little plastic caps that go over there, like so. So we're going to go around, get all of them on. It's all been tightened up. It's absolutely solid. And then we've got the little upstands to go on here. Right, that's the rack on now, and as it shows in the instructions, for the very last little bit, you just got to put your hand on it and shake it. So we'll put my hand on it and give it a good shake. Absolutely solid, spot on. Right, let's get these pipe racks on. I've just unboxed as well these clamps. Now they just screw straight onto the bracket like that, and then you can move it left or right. You've got a pair down the end and a pair here, left or right, if you want to put some timber between it, or tube or saw pipe or whatever, and then just push it together, twist the little yellow lug, that's it, solid, bolt straight down. So they're quite handy to have on there as well. So there we go, all done. I reckon it's probably taken me 3, maybe 4 hours to get this Vanguard Ulti-rack on, complete, done with everything on it. We've now got it in place. It's absolutely solid. I've bolted it all in. As I said, we've got the little brackets here in case you want to put some 2x4 or anything like that up there. On this one, you've also got the roller bar. So if you're putting ladders on, or big sheets of ply, or big sheets of timber, that rolling bar works a treat. And we've got the pipe rack on there. It's the Vanguard, the lined Vanguard one. So if I can get the key in it, I have tested it, there you go. Perfectly opens up just in front of that roller bar. Pop it in, lock it up, keeps all your copper. Lock it up, keeps your copper, your pipe work nice and safe in there. So yeah, proper solid roof rack on there. I'm really pleased with it. And to be fair, looking at the height of it, I think I'm still going to be able to get my tent box on the top of there anyway. So what I'm going to do is load up the pipe rack with pipe. I've got to go and pick my ladders up from a job I did last year, funny enough. So now I've got the roof rack on, I can go and pick them up without having to have them hanging out the back of the van. So massive shout out to Vanguard for A, sponsoring this video, B, sending this roof rack out. I'll stick a link in the description below to Vanguard. Go and check out their van racks. They also do van vaults and all sorts of storage stuff, racking, van vaults. So hit the link in the description and go and check them out. So 24 hours later, and I completely forgot to tell you that Vanguard have given me a discount code for you. I'll put it in the link below, but if you use the code MJTIF at checkout when you order something from Vanguard, you'll get 20% off. So big shout out to Vanguard for a little discount code on their roof racks, vaults, van vaults, racking, whatever you want, MJTIF, which is 20% off.